how did you decide your major and what were you going to like major in? Was that something that, again, just the parents' influence, or did you already have that made up? Like, hey, I always wanted to do this when I grew up. How was that?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. So it's funny because when I was in high school, so my mindset was I want to make as much money as possible. That's all I cared about.
Right.
And forgive me, I'm
Oh, you're cool. You're
catching
cool.
a little flu here. But basically, so I planned to be a doctor. But then I took some classes in high school, and I was like, man, I can't do this. I can't be memorizing all this, stuff. It's just too much. Like, yeah, I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. So I said, okay, what do I actually like to do? And I was like, okay, well, I like to talk to people, be interactive. I'm a pretty good communicator and things like that. And so I actually wanted to do business. But the problem was that, I was seeing, especially in that time when I was getting started, you got to think, I graduated in '09. So we're coming right out of that financial crisis,
Right.
2009. You're talking about you want to do business. Like, people didn't have jobs at that point in that field. And so I was like, okay, well, I started looking into it some more, and I was like, okay, well, what can I actually do that can make money but still kind of have a business aspect to it? So I came across a program at Michigan State called Applied Engineering Sciences,
Yep.
which basically is like a mix between business and technical. So it's like, okay, you understand, the technical stuff, but at the same time, you really just primarily doing business and pitching it or doing sales or marketing, things like that. But you just understand enough about it to be able to sell it, for example.
Right.
Well, my first semester, I go to because they in engineering they put you through a couple freshman level classes where they kind of require you to go to the career fair. They require you to write a resume. They show you how to write a resume and all that. So I did that, and I go to the career fair my first semester of college, and I look around, and it's like none of the employers were hiring for this major that I was in.
Applied engineering?
It was a new major at the time. It wasn't even
Okay.
accredited. So which that means if something's not accredited, that means it's not really nationally
Right.
recognized to the
Right.
point that employers are willing to hire for that. And so I freaked out at that point. I'm like, shoot, I came in, I want to make money. The whole reason I even did this engineering thing is because it's supposed to be able to give me a job more likely than this business stuff.
Right.
But then come to find out it wasn't. So I go to the administrative building or whatever that same, like within the same week, I'm like, I'm switching my major next semester because all the signs I saw at this career fair said mechanical engineering, so I'm gonna do that.
Right. Right. Right.
you know it wasn't like what do I enjoy, it was just what did I see the most signs for, just very naive, just like, okay,
Yeah.
it can make money, they're hiring, I'm gonna do that. So I did it the rest of university, the rest of college. I just went forward with that major, and it's no surprise. Let me put it that way. It's no surprise that I ended up not working in that field anymore.